Animal Alliance of Canada is a federally incorporated not-for-profit organization that is dedicated to the protection of all animals and the environment. The core mission has been the same for the entire 31 years that we have been in existence. So it's about protecting all animals and the environment. And we've added to that through politics, through legislative advocacy, through education and rescue. So we incorporate all those values into the mission and mandate of Animal Alliance. The first big victory that put Animal Alliance on the map was the fight to stop pets from going to research. And it changed the dynamic in the treatment of animals that were going to research. It also stopped the practice in most of the municipalities. During that time, we also won a major victory on banning import of some puppy mill dogs coming from the United States. And we also won a victory on the protection in the trade of endangered species of plants and animals. We at Animal Alliance are buried in day-to-day issues, right? So you're sort of down in the weeds and trying to mitigate against human-wildlife conflicts in a non-lethal way, trying to protect farm animals and all that sort of stuff. So it's a day-to-day thing. The more we look at what is happening to the planet, the lack of biodiversity, the numbers of animals that have become in huge volumes, number of species that have become extinct, unless we begin to consider ourselves as one of many, many, many important species to the planet, and not the only one that defines how the planet is going to look, then I don't think we have hope for the planet, to be honest. And so I think there's a real opportunity now to reach out to people and say, you need to rethink how you relate to other species on this planet and begin to minimize as much as humanly possible the impact that we have on other species. So don't kill them, figure out a way to live with them and mitigate the problems that they're creating. Sanctuaries like Andrea's provide a place where if we as an organization, for example, rescue animals like we did at the University of Guelph with 32 sheep, that we actually have a place to take those animals where they can be loved and cared for and live out their lives, unlike any other farm animal that we normally see. People can come to them and meet animals that probably don't live longer than a few months, but at the end they all are killed, all of them. And we have an opportunity here to come and see what the lives of animals are really like, that we, look at our dinner plate and don't see the animal. And so I think it's a really important aspect of actually making progress in animal protection work. I think there's hope in the sense that there's a growing interest in not eating animals and a really big interest in trying to protect them from the kind of cruelty that we all witness. So I think there's going to be a movement that might actually move the agenda forward much more quickly than we know. And so we might see a very big change in the way in which farmed animals are raised. And I think that would have a tremendous impact because it's like 700 million animals in Canada that are farmed and eaten every year. Decide that you're going to give up something that impacts animals. And then if you do that, then take another step and another step and another step. Educate yourself about what's happening with the animals in your community and begin to make real change. If nobody does it, who's going to protect these guys? Who's going to give the voice to the animals that nobody sees, that the agriculture industry hides, that the research labs hide? It's a fight that has to be had, and I'm just grateful for being able to be part of that fight, because I think it's a fight that's going to make a difference in the world for people, animals, and the planet, for all of us, because we're all in it together.